Hey everybody, it's Frozen with Outdoor Adventures and thanks for joining me. Ever since I made that tarp video a couple months back, I've gotten a ton of questions about the specifics on, how I made these, the length of the shock cord, the length of this, the length of my guylines. So we're going to go into all that in this video. So use this as a companion to that video. If you haven't seen that, check right up there and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the pole mod, what we're looking at here is just a length of cord with a loop on the end of it and a little knot on the back side of it. This length of rope measures about 18. So to make it with a loop, you're going to want to cut about a 19-inch strand of rope. Okay, after that, all you want to do is you just want to tie a loop, and I'll show you how to do that. Just make a loop like that. Okay, just a little loop, and then grab it and push it through. That's your loop. And then at the end, you're just going to tie a little knot. To do that little knot, again, you just take it and just tie it off. Okay, that's all you got to do there. So installing it on your tarp is really easy. All you got to do is take the rope, put the loop end through the pullout, and then put the knotted end through the loop and pull it down. Okay, that just creates that line on there. Now this little loop right here is about 4.5 inches. So make it roughly 8.5 inches. Okay, and then tie it off on the end. So just take the two ends, wrap them around, and make your knot. That'll give you kind of like a continuous loop. Now what we're going to do is we're going to prussik loop this onto that rope that we just tied to the tarp. We basically put half of the loop on that line. Okay, and we're going to take the knot side and just push it through that loop. And we're going to do that a couple times. We're kind of just wrapping that loop around the line, probably 4 or 5 times. And then we're going to put it through the other side of the loop and pull everything tight. Now you want to make sure you spread out the lines so they're kind of all together. They want to be in line. You don't want to have a line over top of another one. Okay, so just like that. So now once we apply some tension to that, you can see that it's pretty hard to move once you're attached to the loop, but you can still move that loop up and down the line by pinching the knot. Okay, that's what's called a prussik loop or a prussik knot. And then you would just simply put your trekking pole through here. Okay, as far as the shock cord on the doors, okay, this line is about 17 inches. Now that's with the 2 loops on the end. So again, the way I do the loop is I simply do this and fold it around and run it through itself. That gives you the loop. So what I've done is I put a loop on this side and a loop on the other side. What we want to do first is we want to put this Mitten Clip on. You can find these on Amazon. I think you can get them on Hammock Gear. You can definitely find them on Dutchware. It's just a simple plastic mitten hook. So we're going to take the mitten hook hole and run one of the loops through it. Doesn't matter which one. Okay, and then we're going to take the line and just run it through that loop to kind of attach the mitten hook on there. Okay, so now we have a mitten hook and we have a loop. Now we're going to take our door put the loop through the D-ring and then put the mitten hook through the loop. And you do that on all 4 doors. And what that'll allow you to do It will allow you to take this mitten hook and clip it to the other D-ring or the shock cord, whatever you want to do, and it'll allow you to close the doors without having to bring 2 additional stakes. What it also allows you to do is it allows you to attach one mitten hook on one side to the mitten hook on the other side and keep your doors out of the way. Now you could do it on top, or like I said in the other video, you could put it inside, which is what I like to do because I like to dry socks out on here overnight. It also allows you to deploy the doors while it's raining, and you will stay dry because you don't have to get out from under your tarp. Keep in mind, guys, I am using an 11-foot tarp, so my measurements for this line, if you're using a 12-foot tarp or larger, you might have to adjust, but that's just what I use. Another question I've received was, once the doors are closed, what's the average length between the sides of the tarp? So this will vary based on how wide you like your tarp pulled out. This is what I usually do, so we'll take a look at that as well. So from end to end, we are looking at exactly 6 feet, 72 inches. As far as the tie outs, what I like to do to allow me some options is I like to use 6-foot lines. Plus I have this little bit of shock cord from the Dutchware hookworms. So guys, this is just what I do. You may have to tweak your setup based on the length of your tarp or what you like, but this has been working out really well for me. Hopefully that gets you a better understanding about the lengths of line that I use and how exactly I set up this tarp. So guys, with that, have fun out there, and thanks for watching.